Hi, it's Patrick here. Just want to go over a quick tutorial on DocuSign, more specifically in using the templates feature within DocuSign. So if you have something you need to send out to people that doesn't need changing, all you need is dates and a signature, then templates are a great feature to help you achieve that. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through how that step-by-step here within DocuSign. So once you logged into DocuSign, you're going to click on your templates tab, and it's going to take you over to a screen that looks something like this. Once there, we're going to hit Create Templates, and we'll wait for it to do its magic. This screen is going to look very similar to maybe your other screen if you're used for DocuSign for getting signatures for contracts and things like that previously. So you're going to just drag over your file that you want to do and hit Next. Now we're just going to ask you for a placeholder name. So you can use just like something generic, like we're going to send this to a client, we're going to send this to a buyer, we're going to send this to whoever. We're just going to use client, so do that. Put that in there. Next up is, we're just going to, I don't recommend necessarily assigning the fields to within DocuSign that you have in a fillable form. Sometimes it really messes it up and doesn't really know what form fields are what. So we're going to keep the PDF form data, and we're going to drag over our fields as we go. Okay, so it's just a blank PDF document. This one's on COVID-19 and getting some buyers to acknowledge some of the concerns or questions that sellers may have before entering their property. So this, so we have our client. This is the name of the person we're doing. You don't need to worry about inserting any names at this time. We're going to drag over this one here, our text box. So this one is obviously for you to enter your name, or for me, that type of thing. So I'm going to put my name in here. There we go. And just resize that guide to make it fit in there. That's probably the most amount of typing we're going to do. Now we're getting into some checkboxes, and on the left-hand side, you'll notice that there is an option for checkboxes. So your client is going to select these options because you're getting their instructions on this particular form. And so, what would you like to do? Yes or no? And all they have to do is check one. These are kind of grouped together here. Boop. You can be as messy or as sloppy or precise as you want. When we get into putting checkbox in there, you can play around with that to your heart's content. So I'm just going to go through as quickly as I can. You get the gist of it as far as that goes. And onto our next page. Oh, I got some more here at the bottom. A little smaller box, but this one will go right over top, and it'll work just as fine. Select one of those options, and we're still doing more checkboxes. So yeah, it can be a little time-consuming to start with. But once you get the hard work done, like this isn't really that hard, but once you get all the work done, then you can send this out to multiple people without having to do this over and over again, right? So bear with us here as we do some simple kind of checkboxes, and I'll try to speed up my drag and drop here for you. And away we go. And you get into text fields, these type of things. So as you saw when I typed in previously, this checkbox or text area, you need to make sure you have enough space for people to type in. Otherwise, the whole thing looks really jumbled. And we're going to get another name field here. We got a dates sign field here. We need an initial. Drag over that guy. Our date sign again. And then we got a signature. Because this is an electronic signature, we don't necessarily need to worry about witnesses. So what we don't have is like, oh, well, how about a buyer number 2 if there was a husband and wife or something like that. So let's go back into edit recipients. We're going to add a placeholder, and we'll just call it client 2. Okay. So if there is no client 2 when you go to send out for signatures, well, that's just fine. You can edit that at that point in time. So it's a good idea to put that in here. So there we go, client number 2. And we'll just put in their date that they signed as well, so they're a part of this process and whatnot there. So it's usually a husband and wife kind of team that maybe going out shopping together, and then you have it. So we're going to hit next. And it's thinking. Great, we have our template. It's all ready to go. You can do a custom message and name your template. So our there we are, nothing fancy there. If you got a specific message you want to put in as far as that goes, you can send it out now too as part of your template, or customize it every time you go. So I would recommend that you do have a default message that is a little bit more personal perhaps, and then put it in there. But when you're done, you hit Save Template, and we're locked and loaded with our template. So now we can send this template to several different people. And where did I put that? Well, I think this might be in my office templates or just my templates. There we go. So in order to use this one, we're going to click Use. And it'll ask us to put in the client's name, and which will enter their email, and it'll automatically fill out these fields and send that to them. And when you're all said and done, all you have to do is click the send button. But there, it's under my little head, floaty head. So any questions on using DocuSign templates, let us know. We're here to help you through using DocuSign and the other tools that we have for our realtors. Thanks.